power generation and economy. We have discussed all the way starting from the energy scenario, world energy scenario, electrical energy scenario. Then we have discussed the types of power plants, the sources of energies, renewable, non-renewable sources of energy, their classification we have seen. We have seen the different type of hydro turbines and the site selection. What is the working of hydro turbines? What is the classification of hydroelectric power plant? We have discussed the types of turbine, penstock, every constituents of hydroelectric power plant we have discussed. Now the last topic today we'll be going to cover is the hydro turbine governing system. That is in your syllabus it has been mentioned as speed governing system, and the governing system itself is controlling the speed, right? So you have seen it very well. And now, apart from that, the last topic is a small mini and micro hydro turbines. So mini and micro hydroelectric power plants, and mini and micro hydroelectric power plants, the working is same, just the difference of install capacity is there. According to the size we have already discussed. So let's move to the first slide, and this is the first slide. As you can see, the topic is hydro turbine governing system, which is the last topic of our first unit. Now we'll see the governing system. What is the governing system? So the primary purpose of a governor for a hydroelectric unit is to control the speed and loading of the unit. Speed means the speed of turbine which is being regulated by the flow of water, and the loading of the unit. Loading of the unit means whatever the load is connected to the hydroelectric power plant according to the installed capacity. Now second point is it accomplishes this by controlling the flow of water through the turbine. As I have already said, the controlling of flow of water through the turbine accomplish the speed by which the load is being generated. So this is the main thing about the governing system. The governing system or governor is the main controller of hydraulic turbine. I hope you are able to see the video and slide properly. So the governor varies the water flow through the turbine to control its speed or power output. The power output and the speed of governor is controlled by the water flow through it. The generating unit speed and system frequency may be adjusted by the governor. The governor is able to control the speed and system frequency according to the flow of water, and the water will goes to the turbine, and turbine will be going to produce the electricity according to the water flow. And there are special standards for IEEE standards governing system. जैसे कि आपके कंक्रीट के होते हैं ना, एक IC स्टैंडर्ड्स होते हैं, आपने पढ़े थे बेसिक सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में कि कंक्रीट का क्या स्टैंडर्ड होता है, ब्रिक का क्या स्टैंडर्ड होता है. तो वैसे भी IEEE क्या है? इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियरिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, राइट? तो IEEE स्टैंडर्ड जो है वो वर्ल्ड वाइड स्टैंडर्ड है. तो IEEE स्टैंडर्ड 75 में क्या है? It is related to the governing system of hydroelectric turbines. Like it should have the speed sensing element, number 1. Number 2, it should be having governing control actuators. Number 3, it should have the hydraulic pressure supply system. And the 4th is turbine controller, servo motor. And these are normally supplied at the part of turbine. Just a minute, I'm trying to highlight this. Okay, spotlight I'm using, right? So you will be able to see the governing system as per IEEE standard 75 includes the following. Again, I am repeating. Number 1, the speed sensing elements. Number 2, these governor control actuators. Number 3, the hydraulic pressure system. And number 4, turbine control servo motor. These are normally supplied as a part of turbine. These are the things which are associated with governing system. And then next, this is the block diagram of governing system, where you can see the decisive circuit for valve control. You can see the frequency monitoring unit. You can be able to see the motor and the valve here, water container here, turbine here, generator here, and system node here. So this is the governing system, and the system frequency can be maintained constant by eliminating the mismatch between generator and load. And the governor is to receive the frequency signal from the output of generator. The governor is the controlling entity. So how it will decide how to control? So the governor will be taking the output from generator, and then it is compared with standard frequency signal. Accordingly, the governor will act. And from these results, the governor output actually, okay, it would be showing here again and again. So from these results, I mean, from comparing the standard frequency signal and by getting the output of generator, from these results, the governor output signal is coming out to control the volume of water at the entrance of the turbine. So how much electricity is to be produced according to the load, how much frequency is to be controlled, this is decided by the governor by the help of controlling the volume of water. देखो सिंपल सा प्रिंसिपल है कि वाटर जितना फ्लो हो रहा है टरबाइन में, जितना पानी आएगा पेनस्टॉक से, उतने स्पीड से टरबाइन घूमेगा, राइट, और उतने स्पीड से वाटर टरबाइन घूमने के बाद इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट होगी. इट इज वेरी सिंपल एज दैट. सो द वॉल्व इज कंट्रोलिंग देयर फॉर रेगुलेटिंग द वाटर विच इज बीइंग कमिंग आउट फ्रॉम दी पेनस्टॉक. वहां पे चैनल गेट्स लगे होते हैं, चैनल गेट से वाटर आता है, राइट. तो वॉल्व जो है वो कंट्रोल करेगा water के inflow को to the turbine, and that is directly proportional to the frequency and load and power output generator. So generator keep governing system maintains all these things, taking all these things under consideration. This is we can say the zoomed pictorial diagram of the governing system of hydroelectric power turbine, where you can see here this is the line breaker to the utility load. From here, actually here is our turbine, this is the turbine. यहाँ पे speed sensing I mean governor is a whole assembly which is containing the control panels, which is controlling the servo motors for controlling hydraulic amplifiers, speed sensing. It is containing most of the sensing elements and other devices, so that it could control the whole generation of frequency and the output as well. So here we are having generator, here we are having the speed signal generator, and this is the turbine. The flow of wicket gates. For the needle, wicket gates are the closest gate which is associated with turbines. Turbines के पास में जो water flow के लिए जो सबसे नजदीक जो gate होता है उसे हम कहते हैं wicket gate. So this is the hydraulic amplifier servo motor. This is pilot servo motor of hydraulic transducer. This is the control unit, and this is the speed switches, tachometer, and the level and other supervisory control. आपने सुना होगा SCADA का नाम, SCADA. SCADA एक सॉफ्टवेयर होता है, राइट, जिसको हम कंट्रोलिंग के लिए यूज करते हैं पावर प्लांट में, सबस्टेशन में. तो SCADA का फुल फॉर्म ही होता है सुपरवाइजरी एक्विजिशन एंड डेटा कंट्रोल, राइट. तो ये सुपरवाइजरी कंट्रोल मतलब वही SCADA टाइप का जो सॉफ्टवेयर है या इस टाइप की जो टूल्स हैं वो यहाँ पे इम्प्लीमेंट किए जाते हैं. दोज आर बेसिकली कंट्रोलिंग टूल्स. तो यहाँ पे कंट्रोल पूरा असेंबली है. Here we are having turbine and this generator. ये टर्बाइन से जो भी सिग्नल आया यहाँ से फ्रीक्वेंसी कंपैरिजन हुआ, उसके बाद ये जो जनरेटर है इसका आउटपुट मिलेगा. ऑब्वियसली यहाँ पे ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स लगे हैं, जनरेटर ब्रेकर लगे हुए हैं, एंड दिस इज द प्लांट लोड, राइट, कि प्लांट का लोडिंग कितना है, प्लांट को वर्क करने के लिए कितना इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की जनरेटर. दिस इज द प्लांट लोड एंड दिस इज द लाइन ब्रेकर एंड दिस इज द यूटिलिटी टू लोड. आई मीन जो भी आपका जो लोड एक्स्ट्रा पूरा जो इलेक्ट्रिक पावर आउटपुट जो आपका निकलता है प्लांट लोड के अलावा, वो फिर सीधा ये कस्टमर्स, कंज्यूमर्स या ट्रांसमिशन लाइन के थ्रू ट्रांसमिट कर दिए जाते हैं, राइट. एंड नाउ नेक्स्ट मूव टू द basic features. We are discussing again the primary functions of hydraulic turbine governor system. Number one, to start, maintain and adjust the unit speed of synchronizing with running unit or grid. क्योंकि हम running grid में data feed कर रहे हैं, running grid में हमारा power output जो है वो feed कर रहे हैं, electricity जो feed कर रहे हैं. तो to maintain and to adjust the speed for synchronizing the running grid is a challenge once again. So this is the work of governing system. And number two, to maintain the system frequency. System frequency maintain करना बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है. इंडिया में हमारी frequency कितनी होती है, system frequency 50 Hz. यूएसए में होती है 60 Hz. तो हम जनरेशन, ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और यूटिलाइजेशन, ये पावर सिस्टम के 4 पार्ट है: जनरेशन, ट्रांसमिशन, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन और यूटिलाइजेशन. तो जनरेशन एंड पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी जनरेट हुई, वहां पे भी फ्रीक्वेंसी 50 Hz होनी चाहिए. फिर जब हम उसको ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं वहां पर भी 50 Hz होनी चाहिए. डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने के लिए डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड पे जा रहे हैं वहां भी 50 Hz. एंड देन यूटिलाइजेशन मतलब अभी यहाँ पर जैसे मैं फॉर एग्जांपल अपना लैपटॉप चार्ज कर रही हूँ, तो यहाँ पे भी ये लोडिंग हो रही है ना, मैं यूटिलाइज कर रही हूँ. आई एम एट द कस्टमर एट यूटिलाइजेशन एंड, ठीक है, आई एम द एंड यूजर. सो I'm using this electricity, so I am at user end. So right from the generation to the utilization end, the electricity should be at 50 Hz only. So to maintain the system frequency is a very compulsory challenge which needs to be taken, and it is to be kept constant right from the generation to utilization. After synchronization, by adjusting the turbine output to the load changes. As the load changes, output of turbine needs to be changes also, and to maintain the frequency. This is the work of governing system, and the governing system has next task to share the load changes with the other units in a planned manner in response to system frequency error. As we have seen, the lots of controlling panels were there and lots of sensors were there. So we have taken the whole pictorial diagram, and all the so the governor system has to according to load changes, all the units have to work. So this is the thing. And next thing is the to adjust the output of unit in response to the operator of or other the supervisory command. Output of the generator should be adjusted according to the demand of according to the changing load. And I have told you about the SCADA system. The supervisory command needs to be taken care along with this. And next is to perform normal shutdown or emergency overspeed shutdown for the protection. Sometimes it happens according to load. We have opened the gates and water, we have adjusted the wall like this, that more water would be coming, and the turbine will be rotating fast, and it will be producing the higher output. But sometimes it happens that usually if some shutdown problem occurs or the emergency overspeed occurs sometime, so this also needs to be controlled by the governor system. And next is the it is the main we are saying it again and again, hydraulic system